chose this word because I love Papa.
Athletic. I chose the word athletic because of the special times I've been able to spend with Dick on the bowling alleys and to be able to golf with him, which has been a joy.
Dedicated. Poppy, you've shown incredible dedication and commitment in all aspects of your life. To your family, your friends, your employers, in volunteer and civic roles, in your hobbies, and in your faith. Thank you so much for setting such an incredible example for me and for our family.
When I think of Poppy D, the word that comes to mind is commitment. I think of the dedication that you've had with Buster Brown Shoe, Hearty Salt, and Optimist International, but most importantly, the commitment that you have had to your family and loved ones over the years. For me, that means attending a 20-inning baseball game with me deep into the night. But Poppy, it is so inspiring to see your dedication to other people, the fact that you're always there for them at the time you need it most, and the fact that you never back down from your word.
Wise. Poppy is a very wise person for several reasons. For one, his rules of life are a great example of his wisdom, which we follow every day. And also, Poppy always seems to know what to do in any given situation.
Admirable. Poppy, I've always admired the way that you've handled family, friends, and work.
Integrity. As you can imagine, Dad, it's been a big challenge for me to be limited to just one word to describe the many qualities I admire about you. So I tried to pick the most multifaceted word I could think of that would capture as many of your amazing qualities as possible. Integrity has 5 attributes: dependability, loyalty, honesty, good judgment, and respect. But what I love more about integrity is that it also means the state of being whole and undivided, unified and sound in construction, and internal consistency. All of those beautifully describe you, and I think they're summed up most accurately in a quote from the Catechism of the Catholic Church. It says about a parent's responsibility that it's to create a home where tenderness, forgiveness, respect, fidelity, and disinterested service are the rule. A home that is well suited for education and the virtues. This requires an apprenticeship in self-denial, sound judgment, and self-mastery. You exemplify all those things beautifully, Dad. Thank you for being a man of integrity.
Steady. When I think of Poppy, I think about how you are the steady rock for our extended family. You are steady in support, always reliable. You remember birthdays. I have so many memories throughout my life of you attending sporting events and plays, even visiting me when I studied abroad in South Africa.
You're steady in conviction with regard to what's right and good, which we use as inspiration and a guideline as we raise our children. And we're also inspired by the steady way that you handle crisis and stressors and remain calm.
Above all, we just appreciate your steady, unconditional love of all of us, your family.
Inspiring. Whether he's bowling in the National Senior Games or National Senior Olympics, or just taking the time to send cards and notes to his family members and incredible grandchildren, Poppy is truly inspiring.
Steadfast. Whether it's serving his country or serving as president of Optimist International, whether it's running for office or running his family, Poppy is steadfast in all that he does. He's unwavering in his faith. He's unwavering in his values. He's unwavering in his unconditional love. And that is why we are so happy to celebrate this milestone for the most steadfast man I've ever known.
When I think of Richard Arnold, I think of connections. I think of the connections that you make when you enter a room and you start looking around and surveying that room and determining who's there and what interests they have, and your excitement for getting together to communicate, and even within your family or your family members to others. And then I watch you sit back and almost just enjoy watching the connections that you made. I'm so impressed with that, and I hope that I continue to emulate that and become more like you over the years.
Organized. When I think of Richard Arnold, I think of an organized man, a man who is part of the Manila File Committee. If he needs to get someone a receipt, he will and will provide in duplicate. So that is my word for Richard Arnold.
When I think of Dick Arnold, the first word that comes to mind is steady. Steady in applying your faith to everyday life, allowing it to guide you through some of the most horrific times imaginable. Steady in your uncompromising belief in the power of better angels and finding the good in everyone. Steady in providing support, love, and leadership for family and friends alike, both locally and around the world. Steady in filling our lives with humor, compassion, reassurance, and above all, love, as the patriarch of this wonderful family.
Stoic. I think I chose the word stoic because although it was very hard to narrow it down to just one word, I think your ability to remain calm in times of pressure or hardship and remain a rock for your family and for those you care about is very inspirational. While at the same time being able to be so gentle with your grandchildren and now great-grandchildren, as well as your children as they were growing up, and ability to take any serious situation and bring humor and joy and life to all those around you.
Extraordinary. Poppy is extraordinary because he believed in his goals and accomplished them.
Selfless. Poppy is the most selfless person I know, putting everybody ahead of himself, and he is so gracious and kind.
Leader. Dad, to lead is to set an example for others to follow, and you are a true leader. Without the need for bragging, proclamations, nor recognition, you have led through your example of courage, consistency, strength, resilience, kindness, noble character, quiet confidence, humor, perspective, high expectations, humility, and how you behave when no one is looking or when circumstances are especially challenging. You have taught us by example that despite the inherent unfairness and difficulty of life, no one is a victim, and we all have what it takes to pursue a life of purpose and contentment by finding the joy in every day, being responsible and accountable for our own actions, always doing our best while not dwelling on what we can't control, always moving forward without dwelling in the past, seeking out opportunities to enrich and enhance the lives of others, and never losing our sense of gratitude nor humor. In short, by your leadership, you have resolved the existential crisis of what is the meaning of life. The meaning of life is simply one's own choice of how to live it. And your example has shown that life is truly what you make it. Thank you for this priceless, eternal gift.
Poppy is patient.
Poppy is so patient. We appreciate his patience always, but especially with the little ones.
Caring. I chose this word because you always look out for other people's needs. You care about your family, both those who are with us and those who are no longer with us. You are very generous in your caring, sacrificing your own needs for the sake of others. You care enough to keep up with what is going on in each of our individual lives.
Consistent. This word describes Richard Arnold. He has always been a consistent, rational, logical person during the time I've known him. His love is consistent, his processes, his analysis. Thus, consistency is how I would describe Dick.
Steady. Poppy is steady because no matter what the situation in life, he carries himself with a quiet confidence that is reassuring to those around him. He has an even nature and an unwavering commitment to live according to his faith and values. This steady characteristic carries over to the advice that Poppy gives, as it is never reactive and always balanced and thoughtful. Poppy's steady presence is a source of strength and comfort for many. After all, only Poppy could use his wit to steady my mood following the visit of an unconventional doctor in South Africa. At the end of the day, Poppy can always be counted on for needed support.
Brave. Poppy is brave because he served in the army and raised 6 kids. Funny. Poppy is funny because he tells good jokes and always makes me laugh.
Purposeful. Dad, you value life. You value every moment in life, identifying a purpose for each day, a purpose for each hour, every interaction. Your intentionality means that your love and your generosity is not by chance. It is a purposeful and deliberate sharing of yourself. You do not squander any opportunity to do what you can to lighten someone else's load, share in their joy, or contemplate a solution. Guided by faith and propelled by love, you have helped each of us identify the purpose in our own lives, never losing sight of what really matters.
Supportive. Poppy is always in the loop, and he always lets us know that he's proud of us and what we're doing, and he never fails to send an encouraging text message or email.
Although we don't see Poppy as much as we'd like to, when we do, he always asks meaningful questions and is curious about what's going on in our lives.
Joy!
When I think of Poppy D, the word accuracy comes to mind. He's a numbers guy and very proficient in finance and accounting, and in that profession, accuracy is everything. I also know that that trait carries over to his game of bowling, where I've had the privilege of bowling with him a few times over the years, and I can tell you his accuracy in the sport is unparalleled. So for me, accuracy is the word that embodies Poppy D.
Bold. I chose bold because it defines how Poppy is always confident and courageous in life. It also shows how he will always put others first and take charge of a situation. Poppy, I admire how you are always bold and controlled in life.
Hi, Dad. The word that instantly comes to mind when I think of you is role model. You are a role model to me in all aspects of my life and always have been. First of all, with your steadfast faith. It's just been the cornerstone of your life and of our family's life, and has seen us through so many ups and downs of life. The way of your parenting style, the way that you have hands-on parenting, down on the floor with the babies, always looking eye to eye with the kids and taking such interest in every age of growth. I know that was an integral part of me wanting to become a teacher. Also, your approach to problems in life, just the way that you take a breath, stay so even keel, make a list of pros and cons, has been such a good role model to me. Your daily habits and routines are such a role model to me. The way that you get up in the morning and always had your breakfast, read the newspaper, you always exercise. I have kept all of those qualities. Sometimes it's a newspaper, sometimes it's the Today Show, but I always have my morning breakfast, get my news, and always do my morning routine of exercise thanks to your role modeling. Your curiosity for people, always wanting to make connections with others, has been such a role model to me, and your love of travel and wanting to take adventures, you always encourage that for me and have role modeled that as well. Most of all, your role modeling of unconditional love for your family. It's been so special and been such an important part of my life just to always know that your unconditional love is there. And I thank you for that, and I love you.
Present. Poppy, anytime I'm talking with you, even if it's at a crowded gathering with tons of people, you always make me feel like I'm the only person in the room. You listen so closely to other people when you're talking with them, and it just makes people feel so special. I don't know how you remember little details of conversations or interests of people or likes and dislikes, and then you remember them and you'll send little notes or articles or bring up things in a conversation at another time, and it's just really meaningful to have somebody listen to you so closely, and I'm really grateful that I have you in our lives.
Happy 90th birthday, Poppy.
Happy birthday, Poppy!
Happy birthday, Dick.
Happy birthday, Poppy! We love you!
Happy to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Poppy. Happy birthday to you.
Happy 90th birthday.
Happy birthday, Dick.
Happy birthday, Poppy, and here's to many more.
I wish you a healthy and happy birthday, Dick.
Happy birthday, Poppy D.
Happy birthday, Poppy.
Happy birthday, Poppy.
Happy birthday, Poppy.
Happy birthday, Poppy. We love you.
Happy birthday, Dick.
Happy birthday, Poppy.
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 Happy birthday, Dad. I love you.
Happy birthday, Dad. I love you.
Happy birthday, Poppy.
Happy birthday, Dad. I am lucky and blessed 90-fold that you are my father. I love you so much. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad.